You had a good time, but I'm
I had a
glad
great
you're
time.
back.
But I got to tell you what, you know what this all means? The Mossman is going to be on a diet because I tell you what, you cannot eat for 2 weeks straight.
Oh, that great eating, especially down south in Texas. Austin is a place I would love to go to.
So a lot of barbecue, a lot of meat and all that kind of stuff, but I'm thinking maybe some vegetables are in order. That might be a good way to start out the diet.
Sure, they have some good farms down in Texas, right?
Not like Farmer Lee Jones.
But not like this one. That is what I was going to say. There is none that really compare to Farmer Lee Jones' place. Okay, so summer is the season for fresh local vegetables, and today we're talking all about squash. Welcome first, Jamie Simpson, Executive Chef of the Culinary Vegetable Institute.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. And then the man that we all know and love, Farmer Lee Jones. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
It seems like it's been forever since you've been here, so we've missed you.
Yeah.
And we missed this.
I brought you a little something.
Look at you.
Yeah, I think you look better in the red bow tie than I do.
I don't know about that. That's
Yeah,
your staple piece. Well, while I try to put this on, I know we're talking specifically about squash. We have a lot of great vegetables here, but Jamie here is a mean chef. Pretty good, huh?
He's amazing.
And what are you going to cook up, and how are you going to do the squash today?
Well, it is summertime, and most people are growing vegetables at home. And if you are, and even if you aren't, we're really exploring the versatility of a single ingredient, of the squash specifically.
They are very versatile. All vegetables, right, have a lot of versatility.
Yeah,
We just
absolutely.
don't really think about that sometimes.
It's really the philosophy of the chef's garden. These can be carrots, right?
That's incredible.
And these can be radishes. But as you move through the squash plant, the stems and the leaves and the blooms and even the seeds.
Do we
are
have the
edible.
squash plant up here somewhere as well, or do we have just the broken down pieces
Yeah, we've
here?
got pieces and parts right here, actually. This is kind of fun to see.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's amazing. I mean, every single part of the squash is edible.
Right, and as it grows and grows, right?
So you can order them at
it's really
different
interesting.
stages of a bloom, or a male bloom, or a female bloom, or a petite squash, or a baby, or an ultra, or a young. It's just about celebrating vegetables, and Jamie's taking a deeper dive down into specific vegetables for the dinners at the Culinary Vegetable Institute. And this squash one's going to be amazing. I think, I don't know, we've got
A corn one,
and
tomato one in
and-
August.
And it's about celebrating vegetables.
Well, why don't you, if it's okay, let's get
Sure,
right into
fire
this
it up.
and
You
show
gotta
us.
taste some of this stuff.
I
These
cannot
dishes
wait.
are
I
amazing.
can't wait.
So basically, we've just taken like a zucchini bread, essentially, and we're piping it into the squash bloom, right?
Zucchini bread. Oh.
And we're gonna fry them. We're gonna tie them off and fry them.
So now, what are you tying them off with? Do we use an edible?
So these are chives, just blanched. You can use anything you want, really, any leaves, whatever.
Look at that.
All right,
So you tie them off.
done and done.
Simple and easy.
Yeah.
Well, you make it look simple and easy.
Oh, it's easy, I promise. It's easy.
So what will we do then?
So now we'll just
next
fry 'em.
here?
Yeah,
All right. So
we'll
just
just-
put them right in.
Yep.
Fry them right up.
Yeah.
How long do you fry them for?
3 minutes, 5 minutes, somewhere in there. Depends on the size of them. Some will be bigger or smaller.
And then after you're done frying them, you take other parts of the squash and make them. Obviously, they're edible, but
Yeah.
it's for decoration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's all edible. So as you, like for the squash dinner, we will have 8 or 9 courses of squash and 17 or 18 textures of squash, and just really exploring the entire plant.
Wow. So when you have these dinners, all of the food you're eating is variations of one vegetable.
It is. I mean, look, it's not a vegetarian dinner. I mean,
Right.
there are proteins involved. So it's really about celebrating the vegetable. It's taking center stage. In Europe, it's 80% plant-based, 20% protein in their diets. In America, it's 80% protein, 20% plant-based. That's the good news and the bad news. What's exciting is that we're finally seeing Americans turn the page and eating more vegetables. More vegetable seeds sold in America last year than in any time in the history of America. So we're just having some fun and showing people how they can use vegetables and really get jazzed about them and take a deeper look and looking at a plant in a way that we might never have considered it before. I mean, who would have thunk it? Eat the squash stem,
Stem.
That is extremely interesting.
crazy.
Now, I feel like there is this kind of revolution as far
There
as that
is a
goes. With
revolution.
People wanting
Absolutely.
to get back into the gardens, plant, and produce their own vegetables, or go to places like your farm.
And it's not an either
pick it
or.
up on
I
your
mean, we
own.
tend to have people that come out that are really passionate about vegetables and eating healthy and eating great food. So, come on out and hang out with us and come to the dinners. They're a blast.
So, is this one done then?
Yeah, it's done.
I would
You're
love to see what
absolutely
they
on the track.
what they
You're gonna
taste
love
like.
this.
Yeah.
So look, I mean that plate just looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, what part of the meal would this be served in? Is this more of an appetizer?
Yeah, salad or bread and butter or wherever you really want it to be.
How How does one dig into that and make it still look pretty? I don't know where to begin. I mean, maybe this is not a good idea for me to do on TV.
Put the fork down and pick it up and eat it.
Just do that? Okay, that's what we'll do.
I'm experienced at eating, as you can tell, so you know.
Well, you always look great. We love you for that, too.
Well,
Wow,
yeah, it's really interesting.
that is amazing. That is so
think it's-
unique.
Yeah, the inner Southern boy in me coming out with the cornbread. I think it's a good thing. So,
That's incredible. Now, do you do ones with tomatoes? Just
we do.
tomatoes?
We do.
August.
Tomatoes, corn, squash, beans, and celebrate vegetables and dig down deep and really look at how we can use every part of that plant.
That is extremely delicious. Now, people can go. Go to the website? Where can they go to
Culinary
find out
Vegetable
more?
Institute,
Okay, you're right in. Is it Milan?
Milan, Ohio.
Milan,
Right.
Ohio.
Not a bad trip out from Cleveland at all.
Go enjoy one of their amazing dinners. The Culinary Vegetable Institute again.
.com.
They are featuring squash this time around, Friday, August 26th at 6:30 p.m. You can still register to get in on this one.
Absolutely.
I love this. Thank you both so much for
course.
being here. I appreciate. That is fabulous. I'm all in now that I've tried it.
Eat your
Thank you both so much
vegetables.
for being here.
Absolutely.
All right.